Department of Energy was formed in 1977 under the Organizational Act of 1977. There were three paragraphs I found interesting with it. The first was it was set up because the increasing dependence on foreign energy supplies presents a serious threat to the national security of the United States, health, safety, and welfare of its citizens. It was also charged to provide for a mechanism to deal with the short, mid, and long-term energy problems, okay, of the nation. And I think we can see long-term, we're going with renewables. Short-term, I think we should be worried about coal. But the third is to foster the continued good health of the nation's small business firms, public utility districts, municipal utilities, private corporations, private cooperatives involved in energy production. Mr. Secretary, I think you've gone away from those principles. I think you've allowed what we heard earlier with some of the testimony about the use of the EPA, their predictions of their greenhouse gas closures of plants that were talked about here, that there were said that the EPA says only this level. So based on this level compared to all the other national organizations, EPA has been emboldened to continue to drive for greenhouse gas emissions when all the others are saying, if you do that, you're going to see the closures that are occurring like this all across America, that this questioning or challenging the reliability of our energy across America based on that information, I think I'm concerned that whether or not you have in fact a real interest in reining in a rogue agency that is allowing this kind of activity without based on science and agreeable comprehensive knowledge of how all the other people are looking at it across America. I go back to your remark that you made at Nettle in Pittsburgh, and you said, I want all of the above. I applaud that. I just wish it were back with action, because I'm still going back. I want to go back to your statement that you made back in '07 when you said, coal is my worst nightmare. Coal is my worst nightmare. And we have the comment here from Harry Reid. Coal makes us sick. Oil makes us sick. It's ruining our country. It's ruining our world. Coal and oil, are those the facts? Is that the mindset of why on the short-term goal you've abandoned that and cutting the research money? As Mr. Doyle just said, 41% reduction in spending on R&D and coal. I'm awed. I just can't comprehend where this administration and you and your leadership are with it. With all due respect, Mr. Secretary, I think the DOE and the EPA have become the worst nightmare for the working men and women in our coal fields across America. What you're doing is challenging them, causing them to not know whether tomorrow they're going to have a job. I really do hope you'll go back to the requirements of the DOE and look at the short-term requirements. And those short-term requirements looked at coal and taking care of the families for the life, safety, and welfare of the American public and our national security.